Hello friends, welcome back to Science with Savi. How is every one of you doing? I hope you are fit and fine and in very high spirits. That's great. So today I have come up with yet another topic from class 10, lesson number 6, life processes, and that is nutrition. If you have seen that we have completed the part of respiration from this chapter, those children who have not seen that video, you find the link in the description box of the entire playlist of respiration in organism, which I have covered in my last video. So please go through this. And today we are going to start the topic of nutrition. This topic is also there in class 10, lesson number 6, life processes. So I have created the entire material according to the syllabus, according to the NCERT book which you are using in your school. So let's quickly start this. In today's class, we will discuss what is nutrition. We will talk about what are nutrients, macro and micronutrients, mode of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition, and also the three types of heterotrophic nutrition: saprophytic, parasitic, and holozoic kind of nutrition. We will also discuss the nutrition in plants, talking about photosynthesis and every little detail about it. Before coming to nutrition, let's talk a little bit about the nutrients. Nutrients are those substances which an organism obtains from the environment and then uses it for various life processes. Like the food which we eat has a lot of nutrients in them, like carbohydrates, which are energy, giving nutrient. Then we have proteins, which are body building nutrients. We have fats, minerals, vitamins. So all variety of nutrients are there which an organism obtains. The nutrients can be further divided into two types depending upon the quantity of nutrient used by the organism. So nutrients can be macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are those nutrients which are needed in large quantity, like the carbohydrates, proteins, fats. They are the major energy giving, body building food for the body. So these are the macronutrients, that larger quantities of these nutrients are needed by the body. Whereas the micronutrients like the vitamins and minerals, they are needed in smaller amount. That is, a smaller quantity is needed, though these micronutrients are also very important for the body. The lack of these micronutrients can also lead to various kind of deficiency problems in our body. So nutrients can also be divided as macro and micronutrients. So now after eating this nutrient, when we have consumed it, the next part is how we are going to utilize it. So we will come to the next topic, which is nutrition. So nutrition is the process by which an organism intakes or takes this nutrients from the environment, and also how the organism utilizes these nutrients for carrying out its basic life processes. The third important point here are the modes of nutrition. When I say modes of nutrition, means the way by which the organism obtains the food from the environment. So we can divide the mode of nutrition into two types. One is autotrophic mode of nutrition, and second is the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. And it is very simple to understand. Okay, I'll make it very easy. When I say autotrophic, auto means self and trophic means nutrition. That is, these are those organisms which can prepare their own food by using some inorganic substances from the environment. Like by using carbon dioxide in water, they can prepare or synthesize their own food. So these are the autotrophs. And we know that green plants are the autotrophs. That is, the plants can make their own food by using the carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of sunlight, by using the chlorophyll present in them. They can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So this is autotrophic mode of nutrition. And not just green plants, there are various kind of bacteria, some cyanobacteria, some blue-green bacteria, some sulfur bacteria. They can also make their own food. So they are also autotrophs. So the next kind of nutrition is the heterotrophic nutrition. That is, these hetero means others and nutrition means trophic means nutrition. So heterotrophic organisms cannot synthesize their own food by using the inorganic substances present in the environment. So they are dependent upon other organisms for obtaining food. So the animals, human beings, all are the heterotrophs. That is, they cannot make their own food and they have to dependent upon they are dependent upon plants or animals as a source of food. Now, heterotrophic nutrition can again be divided into three types. One is saprophytic, parasitic, and holozoic kind of nutrition. So we will discuss all these three types one by one. The first kind of nutrition is the holozoic nutrition. In this mode, the organism engulfs the food into the body, digests it, and absorbs the soluble product of digestion. That is, the entire digestion takes place inside the body. That is, like in case of human beings. The second kind of nutrition is the saprotrophic or saprophytic kind of nutrition. There are some organisms which do not ingest the solid food. Such organisms secrete digestive enzymes on the dead or decaying organic matter and absorb the product of digestion from there. That is, the food is digested outside the body of the organism. So there are various saprophytes which feeds on the dead and decaying by digesting the food outside their body, like various kinds of bacteria, fungi, and even houseflies, spiders. They undergo saprophytic mode of nutrition. The last type of nutrition is the parasitic nutrition. In this mode, the food is derived from other living organism by living either inside it or on the body of the organism. The parasites thrive on the liquid food material obtained from the body of the host, and the host may or may not suffer as a result of these relationships. So various kind of bacteria, roundworm, tapeworm, plasmodium, ascaris, so many kind of parasitic mode of nutrition is also seen in our environment. I hope that nutrition and type of nutrition is clear to you. That is autotrophic and heterotrophic. And heterotrophic nutrition is again of three types: saprophytic, parasitic, and holozoic kind of nutrition. Okay, so with this we come to nutrition in plant. This is a very important topic, nutrition in plants. So as we know that plants are autotrophs, they can synthesize their own food by using the inorganic substances from the environment by the process of photosynthesis. So you can take the definition of photosynthesis: the process by which the green plants make their own food from carbon dioxide and water by using the sun energy in the presence of chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis not just applies to green plant but various kinds of prokaryotes like the cyanobacteria, purple bacteria, and the green sulfur bacteria also undergo photosynthesis like the plants do. You can take the equation of the photosynthesis from the board. If you see, this equation is completely opposite to what we did in cellular respiration. In cellular respiration, we saw that how the glucose is broken down. Okay, and here in photosynthesis, you see that how carbon dioxide and water is used up to make glucose. That is, this kind of reaction brings about the synthesis of glucose. So it is opposite to what we did in the cellular respiration. So this chemical equation of photosynthesis is very important. If we see here minutely, we find that the photosynthesis takes place in three steps. The first step is absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll. That is, the chlorophyll absorbs the sun energy. Now this light energy of the sun is converted into chemical energy and it is used up in breaking down water into hydrogen and oxygen. That is, the energy which was taken up by chlorophyll is being used up in breaking water into its components, hydrogen and oxygen. Now the hydrogen which is released as such is used to reduce the carbon dioxide and it forms the carbohydrate like glucose. So in these three steps, the entire process of photosynthesis takes place. So if we see the chemical equation of photosynthesis, we see that two raw materials are used here. One is carbon dioxide and the other is water. So we will also learn today that from where does the plant obtain this carbon dioxide and how does the plant obtain the water. So first let's see that how the plant obtains the carbon dioxide. There are large number of tiny pores called stomata on the surface of the leaves. The carbon dioxide gas enters the leaves of the plant through the stomata which is present on the surface. Each stomatal pore is surrounded by a pair of guard cells. The opening and closing of the stomatal pore is controlled by these guard cells. When the water flows into the guard cell, they become turgid, they become swell up, they become curved, and this opens the stomatal pore. On the other hand, when the guard cells lose water, they shrink and the stomata closes. So through the stomata, the carbon dioxide is obtained by the plant. Now the next part is that how the plant obtains the water which is needed for photosynthesis. The water required by the plant for photosynthesis is absorbed by the root of the plant from the soil by the process of osmosis. The water which is absorbed by the root of the plant is transported upward by the xylem and then it reaches the leaves. Not just water and carbon dioxide, but the plant also needs some other raw materials like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium. These are also obtained by the soil. The entire process of photosynthesis happens in the presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll are green photosynthetic pigments which are present in the chloroplast and they are located in the leaves. So the entire process of photosynthesis is taking place in the chloroplast. So in the presence of chlorophyll and by using the sun energy, by using carbon dioxide and water, the glucose or the sugar is produced in the process of photosynthesis. So this is very important in nutrition in plants. That is how the autotrophs are using it. And whatever carbohydrate which is produced as a result of photosynthesis is then used up by the plant for making, for carrying out the various life processes, for growth, for multiplication, and for various other life processes of the plant. So with this, we cover up the first part of the chapter of nutrition, the topic of nutrition. So in the next class, I will be talking about how the nutrition takes place in animals and more specifically, the mode of nutrition in human beings. We will study the entire digestive system in human being. So the next class is going to be super interesting. Okay. So keep yourself tuned and keep watching the videos. Sincerely take notes when you are watching the videos. Make your small notes. They will really help you when you are revising, and do like it and share with your friends. If you find these videos really helpful in understanding the concept, please share with your friends. Share it in your class groups with your classmates and your friends around you who are studying in the same class. So children, I will be coming up with the next video very soon. So till that time, take a lot of care of yourself. Okay, stay in good health, stay safe and keep exploring and keep learning. Bye bye.